Hello, welcome to Roscoe Squeeze Off Weight Loss Challenge. Today is the 29th, so it's the 28th day of the challenge. To be full disclosure, I have not weighed myself since the last time, so still saying 222.2. I honestly, um, I haven't done as well, I don't think. I don't know what my weight is, and I've thought this other day because I've ate every day something. I haven't fasted since the last time. I'm going to start a fast again tomorrow. I'm going to eat today because once again it's football. Um, I'm not going to eat any meat. And I've been eating the whole time when I wasn't fasting, and I'm eating once a day, and within a 4 hour window. So if I do eat twice, it's in that 4 hour window, and I've continued to lose weight. So I want to see what happens when I'm not checking myself every single day, monitoring every day. So I will check myself. I'm going to fast at least 48 hours Monday and Tuesday, and hopefully I'll do 72 this time. I like to do a little bit more because it's becoming a little easier to me. Um, I have failed again. Like I said, I've been eating potatoes and I had a little macaroni. So I need to cut the carbs out and I need to go leafy green with vegetables. The only problem is to me is leafy green may make you have to go. You know what I'm saying? And I work out and about all the time. So it's kind of hard for me. I don't want to eat anything that's going to make me have to go while I'm out and about in the streets. So, and, yeah, if you just ate broccoli and kale or spinach and those type of things, and just even carrots. I don't know. I don't even know if I'd have to go, but I've read so much from people that said that you got to have a bathroom there and things of that nature, and that's kind of why I've kind of held off on that because I work out and about. I don't just like sit in one stagnant place. I don't work from home. I don't work in an office, so I'm just out and about working. And I've kind of, I don't know if anybody else had that issue, but I kind of just I deter from having anything that makes you have to go out and about while you're out and about. So, but I'm going to try to get into some leafy green stuff because now that I'm starting to I've controlled the way I'm not eating meat. I haven't done any cookies and snacks and sugars and things of that nature. Besides raisins, I've had some raisins. Um, Besides that, I really haven't had, and I've had the trail mix, which I showed you before. Um, I've really stayed away from snacking for the most part and eating anything sugary. So I'm glad at that. And I think that's a big factor in these 23, 24 pounds I've lost. Actually, I believe it's a chance if by the first, at 1 month would be the second or the first, because I started on the 2nd of January. There's a possibility I could do 25 pounds in a month, which I didn't think at the beginning of when I first started. I was hoping for 10 pounds per month. And I understand a lot of that is just fat, uh, extreme heaviness I gained from the holidays, a lot of eating at the holiday time. So a lot of that probably was going to fall off anyway. I don't want to downplay it, but I don't want to say like it's a world beater thing or a world record type thing anyway, like 25 pounds in 1 month. Probably 10 to 15 pounds. Well, definitely at least 10 of it was probably picked up during the holidays. Literally just enjoying my last, as they call it, the last supper, when you eat your last foolery type foods, knowing you're going to go a healthier lifestyle. And I definitely got my steak in and my bread and my carbs. Oh my gosh, I got them in seriously. But even though I've done well, I do know I can do a lot better. I do want to be a lot more disciplined. I want to focus on the dietary aspect of it. Making sure I get my minerals and my vitamins from my diet without taking, Flintstone vitamins, was essentially what I'm taking right now. And I got some magnesium and stuff like that to make sure I don't have any cramp. And I actually had some cramping when I first started, but I haven't had any since that first week of about 10 days started. I've had no cramping, anything. So I think the water is doing this thing. I'm still drinking a good amount of water. I've been drinking some mineral water only because I ended up getting a few free bottles of water that was given to me from my mother. So I've been drinking some what is that Pellegrino, and I drink the regular spring water. But I'm still exercising when I can, pretty much almost every day. I got a rough week this week, starting like early and working late. So I don't even know if I'm gonna get my 3 miles, and I know I can't do it tomorrow. I start early tomorrow and I work all the way through to late tomorrow night. Don't like to make excuses. I try to work. I try to walk while I'm, I get a lot of steps in while I'm working sometimes, but That's not the same as a dedicated time, 45 minutes, strictly just, walking at a good pace. And like I said, as I lose more weight, it will become jogging soon. And I would, and then this is also me, it's always ways to make excuses. I would get up early in the morning, like 6 in the morning, and go do it in the morning, but it's so cold in the morning. And people always say you can go to the gym. I hate treadmills. I'm not a fan of them. I mean, I can use them. It's just not the same. I always feel like, and might just be me. I feel like you can jump up and down on a treadmill, and you get the same effect because the thing will still be spinning. So it'll say I'm going a certain speed, but I'm just jumping up and down. I'm not really running. And these are, I guess these are my ways of making kind of an excuse on it. And I want to talk about excuses, man. Yeah, I've been talking to so many people because people ask you about, you're losing weight and what you're doing. So it's not whether on a community or in person. And all I know is I hear so many excuses. It's always a reason why people can't do something. And trust me, I lived that life. There's been so many times where I couldn't do things because I had an excuse. And I'm a strong ADHD dude. It's hard for me to stay on track. You probably hear from the way I talk sometimes. I'm all over the place most of the time. But you gotta, and well, at least when I'm saying what you got. I don't want to tell anybody because, once again, full disclaimer: I'm not in the medical world. I don't know anything medically. I just read. I buy books. I just bought a Dr. Grundy. Guy's name is Dr. Grundy. I can't remember his first name. I apologize on the spot, but I'll put it up here. But I just bought his book, and I'm about to get into that. He talks about eating correctly and reversing the aging process of life. Just by being healthier. And I forgot what the phrase was. He says in the very beginning, it's like die young, get old, dying young, or something to that effect. And in fact, I'll put it up here as well. And so I read from a lot of doctors and scientists and their studies and their findings and their test subjects and all of that stuff. And I try to formulate a path that I'm going to take, not following any one person's direct path. I read different things. I try different things. I do believe eating less is a key because I know eating more got me to this point. So I get so many people tell me you can't eat, you can't starve yourself. I'm not starving myself. Fasting doesn't starve you. I don't know if people know that or not. I guess we've heard so much you have to have 3 to 5 meals a day, whatever, that people literally think if you don't eat for a day, you'll literally starve. And within 3 days, you'll be dead. I literally get people telling me stuff like this. But I think fasting really helps, man. I think I feel much better when I fast. Sometimes I'm actually kind of mad at myself that I stopped my fast. So I don't know what stopped me from going a lot longer. I guess generally just life and my own thought process. I don't even be hungry most of the time. It ain't like my stomach's not growling. I'm not like, oh my God, I need something to eat. I just be like, hey, I'll get some trail mix. So I guess I should, do a little longer fast. And I've looked at so many people's videos online, YouTube pages, different platforms, and it seems to have such good results from for everyone. I don't know if I found anyone who said fasting has done bad for them yet, or has made them in a certain way. I don't know anybody that does Ramadan and be like, oh my God, the fasting took me out. It's usually it's a good cleansing tool, and it's a good rest of the digestive system. So I'm going to get more into it, and don't let anybody be negative and hold you back, man. I get a lot of people telling me, people always have a comment, and maybe it's just me or the community that the pockets of communities that I'm in. People always have a comment when you're trying to do things to lose weight. I didn't hear any comments when I was going to fast food every day and eating out every day, and with colleagues and coworkers and friends, and just ordering stuff and getting big. And maybe they talk behind your back, but nobody says anything to you. They see the fact you picked up 40 pounds in the last couple of years and 50 pounds, and nobody has any comment. You lose 20 pounds in a month, and it's like everybody's like, oh, what are you doing? Is that healthy? Is it okay? Are you all right? You should have asked me that when I was eating all this fast food and getting big. But hey, society is. I was even telling someone that society is so strange that you see someone really skinny and you wonder if they have a drug problem. Where it was a time, 47, like I said, where I was growing up, and majority of the population seemed to be skinny, and it was no big deal. And now it was like you see a skinny person, you wonder if they're okay. I wonder if they're healthy. I wonder if they're sick. You see someone and they lost 20 pounds. It's like, if they were originally 170 and now they're 150, you're They're like, oh my goodness, I hope they're not sick. Like, why can't we be healthier? Lower weight was always healthier throughout life. I don't know where we got to this point where the word is thick. You know what I'm saying? The women say thick, or even the men are solid dad bods and things of that nature. Um, I just hope I stick to this plan. I think thinner is better. I heard a phrase before: everything in life is better with a smaller waist. What you think about that? Bending down to tie your shoes, stretching, planking, exercising, your clothes fit. It just said everything is better with a smaller waist, and I think to some degree that is right. I'm not saying you want the like an anorexic, you lost everything weight. I'm just saying, as opposed to my waist with a belly overlapping it, it's probably better with a smaller waist. I'm just saying, just these thoughts, man. I'm just rambling on right now. But for me, for this week, I'm going to come back with my weight. I'm going to do a fast. When I come back on here, I'm going to complete my fast. Well, unless I'm going really long, then I might come on. But just within 72 hours, I'll do a video. I'll let you know what I weigh. And that matter of fact, I will become, because that'll be the end of the month. And I'll let you know exactly what I lost for 1 month, starting on the second day of this month, what I lost for this month. I may have went up, like I said, I always feel like my weight's going up. I don't know why I feel like this, even though I feel healthy. I think it's a mental game I'm in my head. And when I step on the scale, I'm like, wow, I'm surprised. Every day when I was losing a pound or two, it was just shocking to me. Except for the fasting days, it was shocking because I felt like I didn't lose that much. I felt good, but I didn't feel like, oh, I feel 3 pounds lighter today. So the fact that I've lost 23 and 24 pounds is like, wow, shocking. Or 23, I keep upping it up. But I'm hoping maybe I'll lose 25. It was not my goal. Like I said, my goal for this month was 10 pounds. I had no idea that it would be, I'd get to this point, but it makes sense. I got a lot of fat to lose, so it should come off pretty easy when you eat right. And once football season is over, I know you shouldn't make excuses, but I take on my most carbs probably on these days. I eat with my mom, my father. I watch the games. And like I said, fast and feast and famine. So I understand I'm going to eat today. That's why the fast comes on Monday, Tuesday, hopefully Wednesday as well this week. And then after the Super Bowl, man, I'm hoping to do some really long fasts and just some I want to string together some long-term healthy day eating. Maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month of nothing that I can say, I wish I didn't eat that, or I was a little weak right there. I would love to have that type of discipline that the Tom Brady, the Shannon Sharps, these guys are known for, even Ray Lewis, these strict diets where nothing, John Sally, nothing goes in your body but fuel. I want to get to that point. And it's taking me a moment because I've been eating some crap for some years now. I can't believe I'm not craving steak the way I eat steak, man. Yeah, I used to tear steak up. I'm surprised I'm not craving that. And I used to tear sugar and candy up, and I'm not craving that. I guess the one thing I crave, I guess right now, would be the carbs. The potatoes. And I wasn't a super big, well, I guess I was a big potato person because I always ate fries. And I kind of do, since I try not to have fries. I try not to have fries. I actually ate a couple fries from my wife, had some Five Guys the other day. And I was digging my hand in the bag. I can't lie. I didn't eat out the cup, but you know how they overfill it into the bag? Yeah, I was in there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And sometimes, you get that feeling, and maybe it's just me, but sometimes I get that feeling like I can go ahead. I mean, I'm doing good, which is really the wrong. Like I said, that's the wrong way to go about it because I really want to have that same feeling like an alcoholic has. They don't say, I'm doing good. I grab a beer, a crack. Somebody's on crack or heroin, or they don't say, I've been doing good. I'll take one needle. And that's kind of the mindset I gotta get. I gotta start looking at food like a drug because it is to me. I plan on eating right all day, and then I indulge from time to time. Even though I'm doing well, I ate some fries. I had no business eating the fries. I have no business eating potatoes on a daily basis. And after today's potato salad my mom said she made, which is going to be great, I'm not. I swear. After Super Bowl, which is in 2 weeks away, so I should be good for the next 2 weeks. And then I'll eat on that day, and then after that, I plan on really incorporating a super healthy regimen. And it's right to me sometime. I'm not going to say it's going to happen because I've been trying to do it this month. And granted, I did much better than I expected as far as weight wise, but I'm not where I want to be as far as the strictness of my diet and like eating just berries for a day and eating, working on antitoxins and things of that nature. So, I'm going to really get deep into that. I'm going to buy a lot of books on the different types of fruits and vegetables, especially vegetables, and what they do for the body over time is what I want to do. I want to really get into this stuff and things that will help you like burn fat. The stuff that you eat that'll keep you feeling good and make you look good at the same time. I want to put fuel in my body. And basically what I'm just rambling on about is just fueling my body, and that I got a long way to go. I know I've made a little bit of strides, and if you're with me on this journey, hopefully you're making strides, but we can do better. Um, and then be honest with yourself. I try to be honest. Remember what I eat, because I haven't ate any donuts, I haven't ate any pizza, I haven't ate anything bad, which is really great. Um, Only thing I say I'm only doing bad is potatoes, because it's carbs, and the fries I've had is bad, and I've had the macaroni. These are things that I've loved for years, especially macaroni and cheese. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. I think I'm gonna dead that at the end of this month, where I will not touch that again. Well, definitely have to. My mom makes a great macaroni and cheese, a decent one. It's not as great as it used to be, because she's worrying about cholesterol now at her age, with my father and everything. So it's not as cheesy as it used to be, but um, I still can eat it. What I won't be after Super Bowl. At the Super Bowl, hopefully the rest of the year that'll be out. And I want cheese out of my diet too, because I have that on my Caesar salads, and I could be I need to get away from that. I don't want to do the dairy either. I want to become a vegan, and cheese and makes you just vegetarian. Um, the goal is, like I said, fuel. I don't want anything that can be looked at as bad in my body, and that's. Look, send me your tips. I'm gonna put the book on there, Dr. Grundy's book. I forget his name, but like I said, I'll put it on here. And did my 3 miles this morning. Put that on here. I don't know how much I'll get it in. I've been doing it the last few days. I've been getting my exercise in. I think one day I missed it one day. I think I told you that's the day I talked to you. That one day I came on, I missed it that one day. Besides that, I'm doing it every day, getting exercise in. But the diet's the most important part. The most important part. I was exercising long before. Even when I was picking up weight, I was still doing 3 miles in the morning. I even was exercising. I would jog from time to time. All of that, and all I did was still pick up weight. It's like I said, Charles Barkley, Zion Williamson, Shaquille O'Neal. Those guys play basketball all day and all night, but you can't work out a bad diet. So they still had a bad diet. They still picked up weight, and that's what I was doing. So the key is the diet. When I get the diet right, the exercise is a bonus and a plus, and great for your health and your heart and your blood and everything else. But the most important part is that diet, and that's what I'm gonna be on. But let me get out of here. I've been rambling on long enough. Thank you for watching and being part of it. Thank you for the well wishes. Thank you for joining. I love conversing with everybody that I chat with on the different platforms. Thank you so much. I'll be back.